You know who else has changed her whole image is Jenny McCarthy. I was just talking about this the other day. Jenny used to come in, do the show, talk about, like, you know, hot shit that happened to her.
With Jenna Jameson and whoever.
Yeah, and then you could pull her finger. She talked about, I love when people pull my finger and I fart and all this stuff. So now...
Getting a tickle chair.
She latched on to Jim Carrey. And she's on... Like, she doesn't come and do this show anymore. She does Regis and Kelly and all of the really kind of safe shows.
Larry King, Oprah.
Yeah, and dresses in, like, very appropriate clothing. And I was just thinking, like, wow, you know, hooking up with Jim Carrey really was the lottery for her, because where was she going with the other stuff? It was kind of not going anywhere. And now she's an expert on kids. I mean, she's a real bore.
Congress to testify.
Yeah, I guess, you know.
A socialite.
Yeah. And I guess Jim likes it because it gives her certain legitimacy. And here's a clip from Jenny McCarthy, the new Jenny McCarthy on Regis and Kelly.
Jenny McCarthy has just put together a DVD.
That's right.
Teach to Talk.
Tell me what that means. Well, basically, a few years ago, Evan...
God, she used to be so much fun.
I was sitting on the ground and fighting with a friend, and I went, God, you know, I wish there was a DVD that taught sharing and taking turns. And then I went...
Child expert.
Ding! And created a little video, and from there, we have 14 now titles at Teach to Talk. You know, because a lot of things we're always so focused on as parents is, can my baby be the...
I'd like the desperate Jenny McCarthy was getting older, had the autistic son, would come in here, Jenna Jameson, sexuality. I like
What was that Super Bowl halftime thing that used to happen? Wasn't she a part of that?
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, where the chicks would play the lingerie bowl.
Yeah, the lingerie bowl.
Yeah, that was hot. That was the hot Jenny. Howard, I'm here for the lingerie bowl. What's that, Jenny? Well, most of us get pretty naked. I'm not fully nude or anything, but most of the girls play football and their lingerie gets torn off. And it's so much better than what's going on in the halftime. That was the year, I think, Janet Jackson showed them all up and pulled her titty out.
Right, right.
She was like, hey.
Took back those ratings.
Obviously, she was threatened by the lingerie bowls competition. But that was the Jenny that was fun. Oh, yeah, I was in this bathroom, and then, like, Jenna Jameson started licking my pussy? Really? I don't hear her going, hey, Regis, did anyone ever tell you the story when Jenna Jameson was licking my pussy?
I made a DVD.
Well, actually, Jenny denied Jenna's whole story. I should say that.
That's true. Jenna Jameson told us that story.
Right.
It wasn't Jenny.
And who knows what Jenna's up to? Who knows what her agenda is?
But Jenny did tell us she was into, like, interesting things.
Yeah. A lot more interesting than this book for kids.
This one is class. But we're forgetting about two major core things, which is social skills and behavior.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, oh my gosh, you should make those for adults.
Regis is like, oh, yes, absolutely. What are we talking about?
He's half asleep.
He's on autopilot. He just wants to get to the gym.
You know, you have to teach them young. So, you know, these...
Jenny, take off your top.
These videos, the new one that I'm promoting now is Behaviors with Friends, teaching, you know, not to hit, to resolve conflict with using your words, not to be a bully, things that they're not really teaching in school.
Yeah. How to be a pussy, in other words.
Oh, they never taught not to be a bully in school.
The kids who need the book on how not to be a bully...
They're not getting
the Jenny McCarthy series, trust me. I've met many a bully in my life. They somehow...
Their parents weren't sitting on the floor with them watching DVDs.
Their bullying usually comes hand in hand with the fact that they're being ignored by their parents.
Yeah.
You know, when they're angry.
And they're not reading.
Yeah.
Or bullied by their parents.
I wish when I lived in Roosevelt I would have had that book, because I would have taken that book and hit the other kids with it to defend myself.
Well, wouldn't you have brought the other kids in who were bothering you and thrown them the DVD?
I actually beat up a kid with a book in school.
Nice.
He was sitting in front of me. I told you the story. He punched me in the face. He just turned around in English class and punched me square on in the face. I took my books, every one of them. I slammed his head so hard it went right into the front of the desk with a book. Just right into the back of his head, went right down. And then him and his two friends beat the shit out of me after school, but I got my licks in.
You didn't have a book.
I had books, but...
You didn't get to use them.
They were wise to my tricks. Books were my ninja stars.
Give me them books.
Your son was...
Evan, you know, I saw a need, and I went, God, you know, he needs to see...
No offense, Evan's autistic. He needs, a lot
of everything.
He needs everything explained to me. You're not supposed to hit Evan.
Not even your own head.
Yeah, right. I don't need a book. I'm putting a football helmet on my kid's head.
And with cartoons these days, you have dinosaurs killing turtles, and there's no actual situations that they deal with on the playground.
Cartoons nowadays, Wile E. Coyote used to get thrown off a cliff.
Yeah, what did we watch?
Blown up with TNT from Acme all the time.
Right.
I'm sure the cartoons were nice when she was growing up.
My child needed a book on how not to hit.
Regis is like, I understand you have tits.
Yeah, what happened to the girl with the big tits? What'd you get those reduced? Probably the outfit was like buttoned up to her neck, the top of her neck.
Talking, it's like Madonna when she reads her children's books. She looks like a nun.
I just want to say rest in peace, old Jenny. I miss you.
She's gone.
Yeah, you were so cute and fun and desperate. And I loved it.
Desperate.
It was so great. Jim Carrey ruined you. Let's be honest.
Yeah, remember? She was in Playboy.
Yeah. Big titties. Pull her finger, she farts. They don't make them like that anymore. Rest in peace, darling. She got rescued just in time.
What if Jim Carrey dumped her? Would she go back to that, you think, or is she too far the other way?
Carrey will probably give her a bunch of dough when he dumps her.
You think so?
Sure.
Yeah, she's in there.
He's going to feel guilty.
Yeah.
He's all friends with the son and all that. She's practically the father, And so, he's going to probably give her $5 million to send her on her way. Remember when Jenny peed in her pants in our tickle chair?
Yeah.
That's the Jenny I miss. Notice she doesn't come here anymore. Howard, remember when I peed in my pants in your tickle chair? Yeah, Jenny. Where did that girl go? I loved it. Anyway, what are you going to do?
Mr. Blutowski. 0.0. You're out. Finished at Faber, expelled. I want you off this campus at 9 o'clock Monday morning.